Hi everyone, I'm Kendall with the Arizona Technology Access Program. In today's video, I'm going to show you one option for single-handed gaming. Evo Controllers is a company that modifies standard PlayStation and Xbox controllers so that they can be used with one hand. I'm going to show you the PlayStation version and the modifications that they've made to it. If you only have your left hand, or you have limited mobility in your right hand, then the left-sided controller might be a good option for you. I'm going to walk you through some of the features. On the left-sided controller, the face buttons and the D-pad are switched. This way, you have easier access to the buttons that you use more frequently. As you can see on this controller, the right stick has been removed. So the right stick click has been moved to this button here. This button is positioned so that you can activate it using your palm. This allows you to keep your fingers free for the rest of the buttons. For the right stick, it has been moved to this external housing. You can mount this housing onto any surface you choose, whether you would like to control it with your foot, chin, elbow, wrist, or other body part. You can move it so that it works for you. R1 and R2 have been moved to the underside of the left arm here. These buttons could also be remapped to be any other button on the controller. One option would be to move R1 and R2 to L1 and L2, and then make these buttons L1 and L2. If you only have your right hand, or you have limited mobility in your left hand, then the right-sided controller might be a good option for you. For this controller, most of what I said for the left-sided controller is just switched. That means that even the D-pad and the face buttons stay where they are. They aren't flopped like on the left-sided controller. This helps you have access to the face buttons. The buttons on the underside of the right arm on the right-sided controller are mapped to L1 and L2. On this one, just as on the other controller, the opposite stick is missing. To operate the left stick functions, there is left stick click here, and again we have the external housing. When you're purchasing an Evo controller, you have the option of getting this additional piece. What this does is it allows you to mount the stick to the underside of the arm. I will show you what that looks like. On the back of the standard housing, you'll find two screws that you'll want to unscrew. Now you'll be able to remove the back of the case and replace it with the arm mount version. You'll see that there's a cutout for the cord, so make sure that that is lined up. Then, using the same screws that you previously removed, screw the back of this case back on. Now you can start to think about where you want to position this arm mount. And then using thin, double-sided tape, you'll be able to fix it to the underside of the arm. Now you can see I can control the left stick with my left thumb while using the table to control the right stick. I have shown you how the buttons are remapped when you buy the controller. However, if you think that there's a setup that would work better for you, you're able to go into the console settings and remap the buttons however you would like. To do this on a PS4, go up to your settings, then to accessibility. From here, go all the way down to button assignments. Click Enable Custom Button Assignments and go down to Customize Button Assignments. And this is where you'll be able to remap the buttons to suit your preferences. If you're interested in giving the Evo controllers a try, feel free to book a consultation with us at ASTAB.